It is 5:40 a.m. and we're out here on the lake taking the drone out for our first sunrise in Queenstown.
She got me loving in the morning, got me singing in the pouring rain, got me wrapped around her finger. I'm perfect in the palm of your hand. Message couldn't be much clearer, like a metaphor make-believe. If somebody would have pinched me.
My real dream in life is to be happy all of the time. And a while ago, I discovered that money wasn't going to do that for me. I knew that there were two things that would: keeping my health in top shape and keeping a good community around me. But that community thing can get kind of tricky. A lot of this journey that we all go through of getting new jobs, moving new places, comes down to those two things. And so I tried to solve those for myself, and in doing that wanted to bring that to all of my friends, my closest friends, and I decided to give them a name: the Avengers. And so, as friends do, you have to spend time with each other to get close, and you have to have similarities, things that you like that are both common. I collected these people based on those principles, and then twice a year we get together specifically to spend time together in beautiful places. And right now they are all in transit to come here, Queenstown, New Zealand. Can you believe that this show-off lives his entire life up here? I mean, judging by the rate that he moves, because he basically doesn't. Look how tiny he is in relation to me. And I need like a jacket. I wish I had snow pants, maybe some hot chocolate and Netflix.
Life was meant to be shared. Like, joy becomes more joy when you share it. Not only how can I share it with the people in the Avengers in this group, the people that have sought out the same thing that I've sought out with, but like that's why we make these videos, is like, yo, this is possible and I want to share it with you.
We're 60 seconds away from the skydive place. We're 10 minutes away from 2 different major trailheads. We've got 4 SUVs so that if you ever want to just like go to Starbucks in the morning and get work done with Jonathan because he's insane and wakes up at 4 a.m., you can totally do that. But the one question I want to ask right now for everyone is, what's important to you about this trip? Why are you here? Do you have an intention? It's totally okay not to, right? This is a friends get together. This is about connection.
Oh my god!
I don't know who did that.
Kyle, show up Lesotho.
So me. He just arrived here. He's really distracted by his lack of. Oh my god! Kyle! We have the first workshop happening right now here in New Zealand at the Avngers Summit. It's going to be Kyle teaching us how to make great first impressions.
Right now, we're talking about social dynamics, how to build rapport, how to make people like you, and win conversationally. And so the prompt that I gave them is to think about 3 questions that they wish people would ask them.
What do you value?
What's the thing about yourself that you most like to keep hidden from others?
What's the legacy you want to leave?
How do you align your thoughts on any topic?
What are you striving to make more true about your life?
Who are the top 3 people you spend the most time with and why?
What is your model of reality? Like, how is this all working?
When I think about my favorite moments in life with my friends and the Avengers, it's really about those moments that you don't expect. It's those moments of sat around a fire, drinking a glass of wine. It's the moments of walking down the hill or walking down a mountain with somebody that maybe you think you know, but you delve into a subject that's totally random or totally different and totally strange. And you're talking about the meaning of the universe or the meaning of life or the meaning of love. And you're kind of just having a conversation that you get a whole new perspective on who they are. I think for me, that's my favorite moment of both with friendship and the Avengers, is lying on a carpet at 4 o'clock in the morning, laughing uncontrollably about things that probably don't make sense to anybody else, but in that moment makes so much sense.
So as we wind down the first day,
I just want you to all to take a big, deep breath.
You're saying it's hopeless, that I should hopeless. Heaven can help us, well maybe she might. You say it's beyond us, what is beyond us? Let's see and decide. We've been meteoric even before this. Burns have us long when it's twice as bright. So if it's beyond us, then it's beyond us. Let's see and decide.
Oh my
And I will still be here, stargazing. I'll still look up for love. And I will still be here, stargazing. I'll still look up for love.
In the middle of the night, talking to our best friend, pulling on our hair, like mouth open, like in this.
You don't wanna save us. You blame human nature and say it's unkind. Let's make up our own mind.
I love meditating with my friends. I love teaching with my friends. I love learning with my friends new skills. Watching movies, hiking. Oh yeah, hiking's a good one. I also like hiking alone though, a lot. Maybe some wine, great conversations, awesome music, usually a dance party.
Friends are really more of like your chosen family, and you actually choose who you get to spend your time with, you know, in this crazy journey in life.
It's about resonating with someone on such a deep level that anything you do together is a great time. Whether it's out in the yard throwing balls with your left hand to see if you can actually do it, or having really deep intellectual conversations about the future, the world, the culture around us.
Why not? You know, why not? So, yeah.
The first thing that comes to me is grow. It's so good. It's so good to have the friendships that are messy and raw and just full of tears and really feeling free. The freedom to go hike mountains and then have crazy laughter adventures and stay up all night singing show tunes and watching like just everybody's unique individual personalities shine and come together and just be weird.
And as cliche and as stupid as it may sound, it really is just spending some time together.
What's happening?
We are just at the final moment before we'll be able to devour every single thing we've made. We've got turkey, we've got macaroni and cheese casserole, we've got green bean casserole, we've got candied yams, we've got cod, we've got monkfish.
What's new? Mikhail's doing dishes.
Nothing's new then.
I have a media badge.
Not right now. Thanks.
Give me it!
I didn't get a nap today, but I ended up with 4 people in my bed.
I had a really nice nap this week.
By creating multiple pieces of content across multiple platforms and creating an ecosystem of content. I'm going to say that a lot of times, creating an ecosystem of content. So what do these types of videos look like, right? An awareness video just literally gets people...
How's it look? I got NDs for days, bro.
What are we doing?
ND, we're getting ready to drone, dude.
I've learned about what I like to do with my friends is not only go deep and have meaningful conversations, but really be challenged by them, and not just in a I love you and I support you and I encourage you, but really talk about the things that make me feel uncomfortable or a lot of pain, things that I'm afraid to do. And having the strength and support from real friendships is kind of what gets me through that.
Favorite thing is intellectual deep conversations is really what it is. Everybody here is a rock star intellectually. They all have their strengths, they have their knowledge base, and I love to just dig in and try to learn that and try to implement that in my own life.
Inspiring talks that helps us both grow, and other times it's something fun like a small competition.
What could I possibly say that the other half dozen people that you've already talked to haven't already said? Being with friends kind of gives you that incubating environment to just be more yourself, even more than you even knew that you could be. That on top of the newer and deeper levels of play and deep conversations that just go absolutely anywhere, and the massive duality between the two, the seriousness of those deep conversations and the hilarity of that play. I don't even think the ball... That used to be one of my friends over there. He's now, I think, unconscious on the ground. That's what it is.
Head chef? Sous
Hello.
chef?
From a very young age to now, I'm hoping that through this experience, through this tasting and smelling, I can instill a little bit of that value onto you guys. By sitting in the front row of your life and generally willing something into existence, by setting the proper expectations with yourself, you are setting your reality, and anything is possible when you do that. Hakuna Matata. Mindless hell, put out of you.
Income and legacy. Hey.
Currently income, because this is cash flow is stopping the development.
Okay,
of
so
the
right now
legacy.
it's an income challenge.
Yes.
What you think your business is going to look like in 6 months, fully accepting that yes, it could look like that, but in most likelihood it's not going to.
Yeah. Right now we've got the 2 sick babies. Just sniffling.
It's my nose. I'm gonna sneeze.
We're heading to Fjordlands National Park and this place called Manapuri today, and we stopped by an alpaca farm.
When the morning comes and we see what we've become, in the cold light of day we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back, 'cause with all that has happened I think that we both know the way that the story ends. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits, I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave.
Extravagant adventures, we're skydiving, we're going out to these fancy places to eat, we're like doing laser tag, and all that is true. Like, I love doing those fun things with friends, but what I've realized since being here is that I feel the most sense of friendship when I'm sitting around doing nothing with a lot of people. And it's those like in-between moments where you like randomly have a conversation or touch someone on the shoulder or wind up sitting with someone at dinner when they're like not feeling great, and it's 2 sentences. But that over time makes this sense of family that feels really connected, you know? People are not at their like best, they're not on. They're just enjoying each other, and
yeah, that whole like doing life together thing is true.